Yeah, yo.
Now, see, we talk about all this hip hop, but hip hop is also an influence.
Absolutely.
Tell me about the room that played EPMD and what influence he had on you.
Ooh, okay. So, different experiences and events that happen in your life, you never really know how they affect you until they affect you. You know, that room next to my room, and me hearing boom, 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 and the bass and the EPMD and the Rakim and the KRS-Ones and Salt Pepper and all that coming out the room. That was just the beginning. Mm-hmm. Now that influence, the influence was everything else. The influence was, you know, my brother was out there. My brother was out, you know what I mean? My mother going crazy. Yo, this nigga doing this and doing that. He was out there on the block, hustling, doing what he did. I'm going to Northbridge Chorus School. I'm coming home, my brother on the block, hustling, you know, organizing the community, organizing the guys in the community, building an empire, which now, you know, they will call it, say, a gang or whatever the case may be. And that influence, it actually made me see two sides. Mm-hmm. It showed me tenacity and resilience and militancy, but it also showed me another way. It's other ways that you should go. It's other ways you could do in life. And him himself, he would also tell me, like, yo, don't let me catch you out here. Don't let me see you out here on this block. So it was knowledge in the negativity that was happening and into the crime and the rugged and the vile and disgusting lifestyle shit that was going on the block from drugs, from heroin, crack, fiends, all that I saw. All of those things influenced me. All those things said, you know what? You can either go that way or go that route. It was shiny. It was looking good. You know, all the Jordans, all the cars, the jewels, the women, you know, houses, stores. All, like you said, that room next door is a whole nother animal, a whole nother book. And we gonna get to that. The people gonna see that Love Hella Right next album. They gonna see what that room next door really how that it really influenced.
Did you not touch on it on this album?
I don't want to give too much.
You ain't touch on it on this album?
We sprinkled it. We ain't really go in on this album. It was more or less a sound. It was more or less the sound, the melodic, and the sonics on this album. And we was just like giving the appetizer. This was the habanero wings. Like we ain't even get to this was the habanero wings, man. We ain't get to the entree yet. Like we just gave you the the habanero wings, sprinkling it, because I'm gonna be honest, really honest. I still feel some type of way about talking about certain things because the trauma that it has affected on my life and affected on my family. So when I'm making music, my producers, other people, my team, they will always be like, yo, you ain't touching on it, you ain't getting to it yet, you ain't doing it. But I also be telling them too, like, it's still traumatic for me. Like even with my mama dying, brother going to prison, it's still traumatic for me. So it's not like something you just wanna just throw out there or whatever through, you know what I mean? You know, you just don't wanna,
Let's stop right there. Cause that's the other side of hip hop people don't understand. In our communities, where we have sisters that get raped.
Absolutely.
Even raped by other people in our family. We have men who have brothers who get murdered or taken away. Or the worst thing that ever happened to me trauma-wise, when it came to my household, was seeing police busting my house looking for people saying that they under my bed, and I'm in my house. I ain't got no drawers on. You went into my house, asking me questions. You know what I'm saying? Waking me up. That's ridiculous. But hip hop is where a man gets to get his trauma out. So our music is not. They judge us by our music, not understand that when they say we have cries for help, there are a way to get mental health and mental help because
Right.
no one else is listening or even giving us air to breathe, let alone tell our story.
Right.
So when you say music saved me,
Right.
what were you saying on that song?
Right. Music saved me as far as like I just was explaining. What I was seeing day to day was the crack. Like I came up in the crack era, so I was seeing my brother slang crack. I was seeing, you know, the hustlers or what was happening, and I could have easily took that road. I could have easily went down that road. It was easy for me. It was people every day saying, "Yo, you know, what's up? You know, you can come out here. You could do this. You could do that." It was, and so music was my safe place or an escape for me. You know, like I said, when I was going to Northport Chorus School, I was going down to Broad Street while all that was happening on Sunset, and I'm engulfed in Beethoven and Mozart and Rachmaninoff, and I'm learning about all that and concertos and the music and that I was engulfed in took me to another place. So it was my saving grace. It was literally my saving grace because if I felt that if I didn't have that, I would have easily been following right behind Mac, following right behind Hafiz, following right behind Haka, following right behind Bess, and all these people that was, you know, in my life and in my family and in front of my stoop every day.
But you know what puzzles me about you as an artist? You're two artists in one person. Has anybody ever told you that before?
No.
Okay, so if I listen to Lil Bro Mac, is out right now, everybody, make sure you support.
Absolutely.
You open your album like a movie and you end it like a saga.
Right.
See? So then every song, you're either rapping or you're using melody.
Right.
That's where I think we call that in life pruning your life tree. Because when you're a little kid, you may like football, basketball, baseball, whatever, but as you get older, you start cutting them extra branches and now you're like, nah, I just like football, that's my sport.
Right.
Like that. I think you like music so much that you're an artist and a rapper at the same time.
Right. I get that.
So
I get that.
I want to ask you this. When it comes to what music you want to create, and you're always creating from your creativity, what are you creating from your soul for people to pick up through your sound?
And you know what? That's still to come. That's still to come. Because to tell you the truth, we're all students of life. I still find myself as a student of the game, still finding myself as a musician, you know, and every day it differs, you know. It depends on how you feel, what you went through, or whatever you know, what you have experienced. And like you said, as a musician, I'm creative, I'm versatile. I could go any different way when it comes to creating music, and my process, and even in my process, differs every time I approach making music. So like you said, yeah, I'm a mosaic when it comes to like creativity and my process of making music.
So tell me about Outta Here. Because that song really spoke more about you than the person who's listening to you. Tell me about it. That's one of the songs you made that I really like.
Which ones again? Which one?
Outta Here.
I wanna get up out of here. Escape
From
the trap.
Escape from the Trap?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, wait, how the hell from Escape from the... I'm like, wait, from which one? Like, oh, he went back, Escape from the Trap. Hey, yo, yeah, that goes back to, that goes back to, like again, like I said, a low moment where, like you said, this life is a roller coaster. And at that moment, I was at a low moment, and, you know, waiting to get in the studio, couldn't record every day like that, waiting to go to different people's studios, didn't have our own setup, didn't have our own studio, nothing like that, and just going through trauma and bullshit with my baby mama, and shit happening with friends and fights and all types of shit was going on in my circle, and I needed an escape. So when I did that song with my man Don Mav, shouts out to Don Mav, we both was every day together on the grind, trying to come up, and like you said, trying to get out of here, gotta get out of here. You know, it was a cry to like, let's go, like let's get the fuck up out of the situation that we in. We know that we're resilient. We know that we got energy. We know that we supposed to be somewhere else. We shouldn't be experiencing what we're experiencing right now, and that's what came out of that when we, you know.
One of the main things about you as an artist is your visual representation of your rhymes. So like, you got the video with the Illmind beat with the hat and you in front of the graffiti.
Right.
You got the video with you in front of in the cathedral.
Right.
But the one piece of art that I seen that really made me really think more about what are you saying is the curator of culture cover with the lady with the crown,
right,
and the silver lips.
Right.
Now, if you know, I go overboard on art. I love art.
Me
like,
too.
You know, All Boys Chorus is your sound.
Right.
I like art. So the silver lips, right? Silver is a cleanser. Silver means it's a purifier. So her mouth was the purity. So I'm thinking like your music is the pure message that you're trying to give. And Purple Thoughts is what, I think that's my favorite song from you I heard. And it's the one that stuck with me. Okay. That one and SDHH, Sex, Drugs, and Hip Hop.
Sex, Drugs, and Hip Hop.
When I heard that,
clothes.
So when I heard that, I was like, all right, so he's gonna have two paths that he has to walk. And we're gonna end this part of the episode on this question right here. There are many paths that MC can take, but one path that is true. What is the true path that you're looking for, and did you already start crossing that one yet?
Well, when you say that, is it really one true path for artists or MC?
Tell me, what do you think?
It's I'm a beg to differ. That is, when you say true, because there's no wrong or right way to art, or you can't say false or true to art. I'm gonna say that. So, but my truth is the art aspect. Like, it's a thinking piece. I want people to create dialogue when they listen to me. I want them to think. Like, I don't want it to be one way and I tell you like, oh, this is what the song is. I wanted a thinking piece. I wanted a conversation piece when you hear my music. Like, you could take it for face value, or you could do your homework and do your due diligence and say, oh, that's what he was talking about, and you know, put two and two together. So it's the art for me. I want you to leave with like, oh, that was something captivating, that was interesting, and now I'm thinking about it. I don't want you to just leave with say, oh, that's it. You know, it was that superficial. He said go to the club. It was about going to the club. But even you can make a song saying going to the club, and it could be a deeper meaning, you know what I mean, about what you say going to the club. So like I said, it's the art for me. It's the art for me. That's my truth.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.